Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wahara Kadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, many blessings and salutations, and to the hopeful elect, the house of David, by after our die, for whom these epistles are written for in these last days. Shalom to the elect. This is going to be a real quick lesson. As you can see on the screen right here, we're progressing faster and faster towards the MOTB, which is the end game, that our temptation, and all loyalties are questioned until this time comes, and when this time comes, it's when we'll know the elect or who the elect are, right? Because they're not going to receive this under no circumstances. While the people who proclaim to be something against this type of system will undoubtedly take this system, and they'll use any means they can to justify their decision, which was really not a decision. It was already chosen in the heavens before they even, came to be, right? So this is from RT News. It says China debuts world's first 6G chip. It says the breakthrough could massively boost remote service speeds, but critics warn technology may fuel surveillance and privacy risk, which, yeah, absolutely. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it, right? It says Chinese researchers have unveiled the world's first 6G chip, capable of increasing service speed in remote areas to 5,000 times the current level. The South China Morning Post reported on Friday the technology is expected to help address digital. It says the digital divide between rural and urban communities. So yeah, that goes into what we've been saying, right? That eventually this is going to be both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, right? This ain't nothing new, and they're going to implement it all across the world. This is Revelation 13:11. It says, "And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, and he exercised of all the powers of the first beast, which is the Roman Empire, before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, which is the Roman Empire, whose deadly wound was healed. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men." Hey, Salakia. Revelation 13:13. It says, "And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire to come down from heaven unto the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which he had the wound by a sword and did live." And that's how we know it's the Roman Empire, because the Roman Empire fell for a time, and basically was just fell for a little bit of time, but it came back as America. As today, you can look at the architecture, you can look at the ways, the Senate, the image, as so to speak, right? The image of the beast is what you see now today and here in America. What Rome used to be, this is just a more technological, advanced version of Rome. So this is them rebuilding or taking that womb and healing it. So that's where we are today, okay? And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, which we're in today. It says that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And that word killed is separated, okay? And ultimately, literally it'll be that way as well, because you'll be separated from this society, a la that movie Demolition Man. A lot of a lot of the people that were not a part of the technological society, they they were removed and they lived in the shadows and in the sewers and so on and so forth. And when it comes time to have these ships enhanced and make you the actual beast or part of the beast, that's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to put it inside of you, and you're going to be a part of the beast physically. Okay. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their foreheads, in their hand, in their right hand, or in their foreheads. Let me read that again. Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. So they're creating a chip that's going to be able to reach out into the rural areas, right? They're going to be able to track you even when you go into the woods. Okay, they're going to be able to find you deep in under the. There's no telling how power. And you better understand that this stuff is dangerous. For the most possible reason, or the most obvious reason, is Yahweh Bashar Shah is going to destroy you. But other than that, yeah, it's not even something that you're supposed to be putting in your body in the first place, right? So, yeah, these people they're not stopping, okay? Back in your article, it says, developed by scientists from Beijing. It says, Beijing-based Peking University and City University of Hong Kong, the all-frequency 6G chip can reportedly deliver mobile internet speeds of 100 gigabytes per second across the entire wireless spectrum, including frequencies commonly used in remote areas. The chip could make high-speed internet more accessible in underserved regions, allowing the transmission of 500G or 50 GB, 50 gigabytes high-definition 8K movie in seconds. So even on North Sentinel Island, right? The North Sentinelese, man, they're going to get chipped up too, okay? This is for everybody. Because remember, although this is the rebuilding of the Roman Empire, the Romans were also Greeks, right? They're all Edomites. Those Greeks, they were destroyed by the Romans, all right? But those were Edomites as well, right? Let's get to First Maccabees. I always love going to that. First Maccabees 1 and 41. And this is the mindset of Esau today, okay? All these Edomites want the same thing. This is First Maccabees 1 and 41. It says, moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. And so all the heathen agreed according to the commandments of the king. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath. Hey, so listen, you already know what it is. You already know. So, hey, these devils already know what's going on, and the Heavenly Fathers are already, pushing that spirit in the earth, and we're gearing up towards the final showdown, right, with Jacob and Esau. Ultimately, the elect representing Jacob, and the rest of these nations led by Esau is representing Esau, okay? They're going to try to fight for that crown. They're going to lose, obviously, because it's written, okay? So I'm going to play this video real quick. I didn't want to make this lesson too long. Fair use, YouTube. Fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use.
Everything. Like downloading an entire 8K movie in literally seconds, not minutes. Or holographic chats feeling totally real. Sounds like pure science fiction.
It really does.
Well, that future just took a huge leap closer. There's this groundbreaking new universal 6G chip making waves. Big waves. So today we're doing a deep dive into 6G tech, specifically looking at this, though, revolutionary chip. Our mission, to really get under the hood, understand what it is, how it works, the massive implications, and the challenges too. The goal is for you to walk away knowing exactly what's happening on the cutting edge of connectivity.
And it's really important to stress this isn't just, a bit faster. This chip is potentially a true game changer. It could redefine speed, access, maybe even how we interact digitally. It's a foundational shift.
Okay, let's unpack this universal 6G chip then. What exactly are we talking about?
So at its heart, it's one single microchip, and it's designed to handle the entire frequency spectrum for 6G. That's from the low bands, 0.5 gigahertz, all the way up to 115 gigahertz millimeter waves, which is...
Hey! How are many dirt bikes selling?
We haven't sold a single one yet.
What? How can other stores sell it at full price?
waves, which is... wow.
Yeah, and that universal part is key. See, normally you need different chips for different frequency bands. One for sub 6 gigahertz coverage, another for the super fast millimeter wave stuff.
Right.
This integrates a whole lot onto one platform.
Okay.
Which simplifies hardware design massively, makes everything more compatible. It could really streamline how 6G rolls out, solves that whole multiple RF front end headache.
And the speed, I heard some pretty wild numbers. We're talking speeds over 100 gigabits per second. 100 GBps?
That's right, over 100 GBps.
Just for context, 5G, even in perfect conditions, might hit, 10, maybe 20 GBps?
Exactly, so this isn't just doubling it, it's 5, maybe 10 times faster. It's a huge leap. Really redefines fast for wireless.
So how does it do that, managing such a wide range? Well, think about the spectrum. You've got those lower frequencies, like 0.5 to 6 gigahertz. We know those are great for coverage, right? They go through walls, reach further out, good for rural spots, or just getting a signal indoors.
Right, the reliable ones,
Yeah.
but slower.
Slower, exactly. Then you've got the high frequencies, 30 up to 115 gigahertz, the millimeter wave.
Yes, the super fast ones.
Super fast ones. But they have shorter ranges and, get blocked easily by buildings, trees, even bad weather.
So they're better for dense cities or specific short-range uses where you need that massive bandwidth.
Precisely. And the beauty of this chip is the integration. Handling all of that in one go. That means manufacturers don't need multiple specialized chips anymore.
What do you mean?
Well, lower cost to build devices, less power drain, which is huge for battery life, right?
Yeah, totally.
And just less complexity in designing phones, base stations, IoT gadgets, whatever needs 6G. It could make devices smaller, cheaper, more efficient.
And the tech behind it must be pretty advanced, I assume. This isn't simple silicon. We're probably talking exotic materials, like gallium nitride, silicon germanium.
Very likely, yes. Those materials are much better at handling the demands of high frequencies, maintaining signal integrity, managing power. It's crucial. You can't just do this with standard stuff. And the manufacturing processes themselves must be incredibly sophisticated to pack it all in.
Okay, so the engineering is impressive.
Yeah.
But let's get to the really exciting part. What does this speed actually mean for us in the real world? You mentioned 100 dBps, that movie download example, a 50 GBP 8K film.
Yeah, theoretically, you could download that in just a few seconds.
A few seconds, compared to even on a good 1 Gbps 5G connection? Maybe 7 minutes?
Around that, yeah. Nearly 7 minutes versus maybe 4 or 5 seconds. It's not just faster, it changes how you'd even think about accessing large files.
It really does.
But it's way beyond movies, obviously, though faster downloads are nice. This kind of speed genuinely enables new applications, things that were just concepts before, like real-time holographic communication, actually feeling like you're in the room with someone far away.
Wow.
Seamless streaming of Ultra HD, 16K video, maybe. And critically, those huge instant data transfers needed for advanced AI, think cloud computing, training massive AI models remotely, complex simulations, that all needs this kind of pipe.
And crucially, it's not just speed for city dwellers. That universal bit matters here too, right?
Right.
The coverage. Using those lower frequencies means better reach in rural or remote places, places where high-frequency signals just die.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's a huge potential societal impact. It could seriously help bridge the digital divide, bringing proper high-speed internet to underserved communities.
What does it say? Digital divide. So they're telling you where they're going with this. Okay, they're telling you. We're gonna listen to a little bit more. We're gonna get out of here.
Communities could transform education, healthcare access, economic opportunities, everything.
And the versatility angle. One chip for everything.
Yeah, that simplifies things enormously for building the infrastructure. Base stations, routers, all of it. And the devices too, of course. It could speed up the whole 6G rollout, make it cheaper for network operators, maybe even for us eventually. Imagine if every piece of the puzzle speaks the same full spectrum language. Much more efficient.
Okay, now stepping.
What did she just say? Imagine if it all speaks the same language. First Maccabees 1:41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people. I mean, the spirit is the spirit. Okay? The spirit is not lying. This is exactly fair use, by the way, YouTube, fair use. We're just using this for educational purposes. Okay, we're just reading out the Bible. Yeah, so this is absolutely the next game changer, as they say, is right here, okay? It's going towards the same system to lock you in.
Stepping back. Global implications. You mentioned this comes from China. That positions them as an early leader in 6G, doesn't it? gives them an edge in setting standards.
It certainly does. Being first with this kind of integrated high performance chip is significant. Setting global standards is a huge deal. It influences market direction, intellectual property, even geopolitics for decades.
And 6G deployment is penciled in for around 2030,
Yeah.
right? So these early moves really could shape the whole competitive field.
Absolutely. It sets a benchmark.
Maybe we should quickly clarify, what is 6G fundamentally, beyond just being faster than 5G?
Good point. So 6G is the sixth generation, obvious enough. But it's not just
And what does it look? First and foremost, what does it say? 6, right? Come on, man. You can't make this up, right? Right? You can't make this up. Revelation 13 and 16, it says, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand and on their foreheads. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the number of the beast, or the number of the beast, right? It says, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. We'll leave off at that. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh by Shemal Shai, by Hashem Waharakakadash. Shalom to the elect.